Hi there, Howard Tinker from Restaurant Profits here. Good to talk with you again. This week I want to talk about numbers, and on Monday at our team meeting we were talking about a particular restaurant, and we were deciding whether we felt they were successful, massively successful, or if they weren't. And in order to do that, we were talking about their numbers. Now, when most people think about tracking numbers in restaurants, they'll think about cost of goods sold, staff costs, food costs, so on and so forth. The numbers that we track are our marketing numbers. And so the three really important numbers that we track is the total database number. That's how many people that you've got on your database. And we break that down even further so we know how many people we've got, their email, their mobile number, their date of birth, their physical address. The other number that we track is total revenue that has been generated from a specific marketing piece. And the specific one we really track is the birthdays, because we run a birthday club. And then the other number that we track is average spend, because we know what they were spending at this restaurant when we first began with them, and now we know where it is at the moment, and we also can help them to increase that spend per head going forward. So we track those three numbers: database size, revenue generated from birthdays, and spend per head. So the interesting thing with this restaurant, we started working with them for about 4 years ago. They live in a regional area. The number of people that live in the town that they live in is around 38,000 people. The wider area that becomes kind of a region rather than a town is about 80,000 people. The interesting thing is 4 years ago they had no database, they didn't have anybody's name, and 4 years later they're up to 19,127 people. So they have got a goal to get that over 20,000 by the end of the year, and we've been talking about how to incentivize the staff as a team and also individuals within the team so that that number actually eclipses 20,000 by the end of the year. So fantastic, they've gone from 0 to nearly 20,000, and when you think that the number of people living in the town is 30-some thousand, they're doing incredibly well. The other thing is we track revenue from birthdays, and this is linked to the database. The database, one of the things we do every single month is invite people to come in and dine on their birthday. Thus, we need their name and address and mobile and email and their birthday. So this year alone, and we're talking this year when there's been lockdowns and there's been COVID and people can't dine so easily in groups, this year they've generated $382,622 from birthdays so far this year, and the year's not over yet, so they'll easily go over $400,000 just generated from birthday invites. When I first worked with them 4 years ago, they would have been lucky to do 400,000 in a year complete. This is $400,000 generated just from birthdays. That's not to say that these people never come back. Of course they do. They love going back there because they've been invited in for their birthday. And also all of the other campaigns they do and all of the walk-ins and so on. But just from birthdays, they've generated $382,622 in 2020, which is when we've had lockdowns and COVID. So we track these numbers, and we can tell that that's really, really working for them. One of the things I find when I work with people that don't work with a marketing company like ours, or they try to do it themselves, is they've no idea what works. They don't think about things like inviting people in for birthdays, so they don't track that data. They don't ask for birth dates. They don't ask for physical address so that they could send a birthday card. So it's really important that you do track the right things and collect the right data in order that you too can have success like this. And remember, they come from such a remote place where there's hardly any population. Wherever you're based, if you've got more than, say, 36,000 people in your local town, then you could do better than this, or just as well. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I thought I'd find that interesting. Good luck with collecting your data and also tracking your numbers too.